Hey there. Hello, my friend.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Amazing. I'm really excited.
What's that?
I'm really excited. I've been looking forward to this.
Yay, awesome. Me too, me too. It's,
Should I take notes? Take notes?
Betty, thanks for coming in.
Hello.
Here. Hi, Zelia. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Kelly.
How are you guys doing?
We're good.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're gonna get started in just a couple minutes. Just waiting for a couple other people to join us, and we're gonna get right off to it. Okay.
Okay.
This actually. All right. Jasmine, I got Delia and Sandy, we got Linda, we got Elaine. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on my phone just in case someone has a hard time getting in there.
How are you?
I'm doing really good. I had a great hike today. I'm just
Awesome. I had a hard time to get in. I finally got in.
Yes.
Awesome.
I got it.
You want to, in case your family comes in?
Yeah, gorgeous pictures. The scenery you were at.
The hiking picture you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Thank you. So pretty.
So
Hey,
good.
Jasmine.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you doing?
Thank you.
Awesome. Oh, and here comes Sandy. All right, cool.
You're going to see
Cool.
your tongue.
Awesome.
Can you grab a pen and a paper?
Okay. Now, just so you know, excuse me, you don't have to take notes if you don't want to, because I am recording this. And just like with any online event that I do, I will put up a unlisted link on YouTube for you guys so that you can watch it again. Only the people who attend this session will get the link. Otherwise, it's a private hidden video, okay? So if you don't want to take notes, or if you want to take notes, it's all good. But you will be able to review anything and everything. So don't worry about missing anything, all right, friends?
So how exactly does this work?
I'm going to let you know.
Okay.
Awesome. It looks like I got everybody here now. Perfect. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Elaine, Sandy, everyone. Okay, let me get this.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone back.
It's my first Zoom call, so
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I'm a bit late to the party, right? So
Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter. And you were like, I think one of the first ones in, so you're already an expert.
okay.
Now, friends, just for anyone who, like, and I'm not going to go through a list right now, but anybody who doesn't have, or where I don't have your email, please send it to me somehow. That way I can send you a link to the YouTube file that we're going to have when this is all done. Okay?
Awesome.
Okay. So for anyone who hasn't ever been to a mediumship group or a mediumship reading, thank you for joining. And please understand that the space that we create today is a really important space, because the readings that we're doing today aren't just, psychic readings, although there will be some psychic aspect to it. This is connecting to all of our loved ones in heaven. So whether the connection that we are making for each one of you is on a healing basis, is on a, hey, how are you? Just want to say hello, haven't seen you in a long time basis, or whether there is some real healing and transference of information that needs to come through, let's all understand that the information that comes through for us really is going to be special and unique to everybody, okay? So what might seem like not a big deal message to one person could mean the world to someone else, okay? So please, I invite you to hold space for each other and to be understanding that the messages coming through might be sensitive for some of us. Now, for all of you, I also invite you to allow yourself emotion and space and healing within your reading, because there are things that are going to come up. And when you're in a group setting, I know it's hard and it's personal, and you might be tempted to cry, you might get angry with something. There, all sorts of stuff tends to come up when we do mediumship. So I invite you as well to understand that the others around you are holding space. And if you do get emotional or anything like that, it's okay. It is perfectly normal, and I'm going to say way more common than not when it comes to mediumship, okay? So just a couple things about me as a medium. I work in evidential mediumship. So what that means is I want to know and understand who I'm communicating with first before I start taking messages of memory and love. Because anybody can say, Mom's here and she says, I love you. But everyone's mom would, right? I need something more. And I'm going to go through a process, and I do this process every single time of when I do mediumship. So when I have someone coming to me, I'm going to first identify, is this a male or a female? Who is this person in relation to one of you? And how did they pass away? Okay, usually those three things are going to help us clearly identify either do I know someone who matches these criteria or do I not? Okay, now there might be times where, you know, I'm pulling information that you can validate and Linda can validate and Giselle can validate. No problem. Don't worry about it. What I do as a medium is I continue to ask questions until I understand through process of elimination and you understand without a shadow of a doubt who it is we're communicating with. Once I am clear and you guys are clear about who we're communicating with and who this is for, meaning which one of you, then I'm going to start doing the reading, the real meat and potatoes of why are they here? What do they want to say? What things can they tell me that only you would know that shows that they are here with you? Okay? Now, something else with mediumship as well. The way that I do it is I do platform. Now, what this means is I'm going to be talking to you guys and I'm just going to start channeling loved ones. It's going to start showing up to me however they introduce themselves. So that doesn't mean that, for example, Giselle's going first, then Linda's going, then Elaine's going, then Sandy's going. We are going in the order based on how spirit introduces themselves to me. Okay? Now, let's just say for whatever reason, okay, someone that's coming through we don't recognize or understand, that's fine. If I feel that this is something for all of us or one person in particular, I will ask them to step aside and allow someone else to come through. Now, what that also means is, let's just say Linda goes first and then Jasmine gets someone and then another Linda kind of person comes through, okay? This is totally normal as well. So just because someone else gets to go twice before you doesn't mean you're not going to get a reading, okay? Some of your loved ones may not step forward, okay? In my experience, it's fairly rare. I do my very best to channel loved ones for every single one of you. If it gets to the point where everyone's had a reading except for one or two and we're getting repeated stuff for other people, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to each individual individually. So let's just say Zelia hasn't had anybody, then I will actually channel and ask specifically only loved ones for Zelia to come forward, okay? I do my very best to bring someone forward for each and every one of you, okay? So the way that this is going to work is pretty soon I'm going to start channeling information. I'm going to start describing who I've got, what they're telling me, what they want me to know, with the hopes of identifying who it is. So your job at this point is to listen up, and if this information that I'm saying makes sense to you, then you can either put your hand up, or you can nod, or you can type in the chat box, whatever you like to do to give me an indication that this information might make sense to you and this might be one of your loved ones, okay? That's all your role is at this point. Now, I know that you're all on mute, but does anybody have any questions about what this is going to look like or what you need to do or anything like that? If you have a question, feel free to take yourself off mute and holla. Okay, cool. All right, thank you, Elaine. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to ground my energy and connect. I'm going to connect to the energies of all of you, and I'm going to ask for our loved ones to join us in love. Okay? All right. Oh, I do have some music playing in the background. Is it distracting to anybody or overwhelming to anybody? Sweet. Perfect. Thank you. May the white light of the highest powers of good surround us and protect us and all who may enter here. Thank you for all the messages of love and wisdom and guidance that we've received, and thank you for all our blessings. We've received so many. Please continue to guide us and protect us. Keep us on the path of our highest good and allow us to help all that we can. I call light to all of us now. And ground our hearts into the core of Gaia now. to ensure that all information that comes through is not only in my best good, but the best good of all involved. And we call upon the 4 directions to oversee this process. The east direction, the south, the west, and the north, and all our ancestors and loved ones who have messages and love for us, unconditional love. Please allow me to see, feel, hear, and know your messages to ensure all messages are passed through in the highest good and with unconditional love. So be it and so it is. Okay. I have loved ones here who wish to speak to their loved ones above. Who would like to come forward? Okay. I'm just collecting information at this point. Okay. Oh, my pen's not working already. Okay. Okay. What's your relation? What's your relation? Ooh, okay. Okay, so I've got a lady, I've got a woman who's with me right now. She's making my heart and my chest feel like I got a lot of anxiety going on. This very well could be heart condition or something going on in the lungs, but I do feel a lot of anxiety. I feel this is a lot more heart than not. So that would have been either how she passed away or a major physical ailment in their life that you would know about, okay? So this person is making me feel that they are either like an aunt or like a loved one that kind of would be a little bit above them, meaning like some sort of figure of authority, so to speak. This could be a stepmom, this could be an aunt, this could be someone like that, okay? And this is going to be your loved one, okay? But there's definitely, okay, hold on. And I don't know if this individual also had either breast cancer or something going on in the chest as well, because I do feel the anxiety in the heart, and I also feel this over here, and I don't often rub myself like this, but I feel like I need to do this at this point, okay? My throat is also being blocked up at this point. Hold on, slow down. Okay. All right. My throat is being blocked off at this point as well, and this individual is making me, this person's making me feel, okay, I don't know if this person had an illness or had cancer, like I was saying. Sorry, I know, and I'm giving a lot more information than I normally do at this point, but this person's bowling me over with information. Okay, slow down, please. Thank you. Okay, the throat. She's bringing me to my throat, and she's blocking it off, which is making me feel that for this individual, they didn't either have an opportunity to say goodbye, or you didn't have an opportunity to say goodbye, or that there was a physical restriction, meaning this person couldn't actually speak and say goodbye in this kind of way. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Ooh, I also get an M with this person, M as in Mary. Okay, and this could be either their name is Mary or someone directly in connection with you that they would know is named Mary. Does anybody understand this information? Because this lady is like just bowling me over here. Ooh, Linda, you understand this information? Okay, I'm going to ask you to go off of mute so that we can talk. Does anybody else understand any of this information of what I'm describing of this lady? Linda, are you able to take you maybe, Jasmine? Okay, Jasmine.
Possibly. I just wanted to I want to confirm something, but go with Linda for now.
Okay, cool. So Linda, do you understand this information?
Yes, my mother-in-law's name is Mary.
Okay.
And she did have issues with her heart and stuff like that. And as she was not well, she wasn't communicating with us very good.
But I feel like we knew that she was sick and she was ill. It's not like it was like, boom, here, gone one day.
Oh,
but
no,
it's
no.
almost like we have,
Yes.
I'm seeing a line graph where we're kind of deteriorating like this. And this is where the throat piece comes to me when the line starts to go down, which is indicating to me as she started to deteriorate in health is when either she couldn't talk or there was something going on with this part in addition to what the illness was. Do you understand her?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, okay. Was she intense? Because she's intense, man.
Yes.
Like, wow. Like, I'm like,
Yes.
okay.
She was a very powerful woman.
Yeah. And did she talk a lot? Because I haven't been able to stop talking ever since Okay, so do you
Yes.
understand that? Because they will
Yeah.
also not only tell me what's going on with them, but they'll bring me their personality as well and talk almost through me in this way. So if she didn't talk very much, I'd be pulling and like, I have a question. Can I get an answer? But she's like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, slow right down. I have to understand it, please. I have to understand it. Jasmine, does this information also match for you as well?
I'm just trying to confirm the M part.
Yep.
Because my grandmother has passed, but my grandmother lost her speech for years.
Okay.
She couldn't speak, so it was like a form of dementia almost, but lost her voice.
Yeah, okay.
But her daughter went by a different name, but I'm certain that her real first name started with an M.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to get the answer.
Yep, and that could totally be valid because when they give me names, the way it works with me is they're either giving me their name or they're giving me a name of you or someone who's directly in between you that only you would know. So like if your sister's name was Mary and her name wasn't, it would still be relevant because you know a Mary that's really important to you and she knows a Mary that's really important, okay? Rena, get down. So my kitty just jumped up. I also don't know if this lady had a cat because usually a lot of stuff happens with regards to like anything that happens in mediumship often has something happen. So you've got Linda has a cat on your side. Now, Jasmine, I know there's at least one cat connection with you. But
Yeah, truthfully, Kelly, my gut says it's not for me.
thank you. Okay. All right. So let me, and if you find that the stuff that comes up is really still hitting you, you're still in it, okay? But I kind of feel we might be with Linda as well. Okay. All right. And so her name was Mary, is that right? Okay. Mary, can we keep going, please? She's like, I'm waiting on you. I'm like, okay. Okay. What can you tell me? What can you tell me for Linda? Okay. What about it? Okay, I don't feel, okay, she's bringing my attention to a car. I don't know if you are having trouble with your car or if you're thinking of doing something different with her car, but like, and I'm not seeing like, I'm not saying, oh God, someone's gonna have a car accident. It's not the message. But she made me just draw a really brief thing of a car, but she makes me feel like bump, bump. And I don't know if either you or her was prone to having fender benders or something like that, but I don't feel.
She did have a car accident and she hurt her back many, many years ago.
Okay, all right. Because she's not giving me a lottery number or thing, but she's gonna tell me stuff that I don't know that you would know, okay, and that you can validate.
Yeah.
What else can you give me here? Okay. So the information that I'm getting about your relationship with Mary, okay? I got a picture of arms being, you know, if you did like a do-si-do, you would link arms with somebody. I got that kind of picture there, which makes me feel that you were closer, that you were buddies, and that you kind of would either, you know, you hung out together or you did your thing together, okay? I wrote down the words best friend, and I'm getting that song in my head, people, let me tell you about a best friend, you know that song, okay? Were you, okay, and here, so the other information I'm getting about that is kind of separate, and she's making me feel that either when she was ill or when she wasn't feeling well, that she would push you away or push people away. I don't think she felt that she looked good or felt like she wanted company and tried to kind of keep people away even though she wanted to have company. Do you understand that?
No, that doesn't really make sense. No.
Okay. Give me more on that, please. Okay, so here's something else that she gave me. I don't know if, did she try to, you know when people say like put on a brave face, and when you're having a difficult time with something that you kind of hide your stuff by joking around or being like, you know, making fun of yourself or stuff like that. Cause she's
Yeah.
showing me like taking silly pictures of like, I don't know if she had a wig on at some point or like there was, I feel like someone put something on her head or she was just taking silly pictures of herself or of others. And I feel like this was a good time. Do you understand that?
No, she might have been putting on a brave face just to, because of her family situation is making it look like everything was all good and well.
Okay. Okay. Hang on. What was this? Yes. Was she like, okay, a lot of people could say this, but I don't know if she was, I don't know if you visited her in the hospital when she was ill or something like this, but she showed me a picture of a donut, which is making me feel that you either brought her sweets or brought her a donut when you would visit her. Did she like specific treats and you would bring her a specific treat when you visited? And she's showing me a picture of a donut.
Donut.
No?
It doesn't ring a bell. It's been a few years, so
Fair enough. Okay.
she maybe remembers more than we do.
Can you tell me something that you've seen Linda do lately, please?
Oh, Jesus.
What will we know and understand? I'm seeing like what I would think is like letter beads. You know, like when you would string like a string of beads and like you would make like I want to say like a friendship pin, or you would make like yeah. Did you? Yes, there was letter beads. Yes, perfect. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Okay, perfect. All right. So we have this lady because what have you done lately? And she showed me letter beads as if we're stringing them along. Okay.
Shit. So this is right here and now. Like this is in my kitchen. This little girl made me this with my name on it, and what it's for. Wow. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Hey. So do you have any questions for her? And you don't have to. You don't have. There's no pressure. Okay. You don't have to have a question.
Can I ask her if she so her son died before her?
Okay. What's his name?
Michael.
I just seriously just wrote M. I seriously did. Look, here. I'm on a pen. Okay. That's weird. M. And here's the M for Mary up here. 2 different M's. See? No pen. I didn't just write it.
Yeah. So yeah, so I wonder if she remembers, like she was ill while he was ill, and does she, did she, how did she feel about him passing away? Does she see him now?
Yeah. Okay.
This is a good question.
And also,
what do you want to ask her?
She's telling me, it's like she's showing me a picture, and I don't know if they weren't together when they were both ill, okay, because I'm seeing them like separate, okay, but what I'm seeing is they either spoke on the phone or there was some sort of thing that they communicated in some way where they kind of knew each other was going downhill, and they're showing me this string that's connected from her heart to his heart, which is telling me that what they kind of did was they almost made like a pact to each other that says, whoever goes first, I'm going to help the other one, or something to this effect, okay?
That could be. That could be, yeah.
That's what she's showing me. And by her showing me that information when you're asking this question is telling me that she is also with her son, that they both transitioned smoothly, and that they are both together. Is there one more child still here? Or was this her only child?
No, there's 2 still here. So there were 3 siblings and 2 are still here.
So then it's only 1 in heaven then. Okay, because she's making me feel right away that there's more than 1 child here, but there's a difference. There's either 1 child still here or there's just 1 child up there.
1 still up there.
All right, cool.
still here.
All right.
Yeah. Which one's still here? Is it for you or me?
Okay, I just heard stop. Like, I don't know if someone had a yappy, annoying dog, but I feel like she is saying, stop that dog from barking, or stop that yappy dog, or something like that. Do you understand that? Why is she yelling at a dog?
So Tom is sitting beside me, so she could be telling Tom to stop talking.
Oh.
That's
Could
awesome.
be. If she, so what I want to know is, does she have any advice or anything like that? Is there anything that she wants to say to me?
Cool. Do you have any messages? Why are you here? Why did you choose to come talk to Linda today? What do you want her to know? Can you give me more words on that? That feels lovely. She just gave me a picture of if someone had like a one rose, okay, and she literally just like held it like right here at my heart, okay, and what she said was my heart, okay, and I feel that she's trying. What I got as well was the words renewed my heart, and she showed me a lot of feelings. Like she didn't show me a lot of pictures. But she made me feel that she felt she could rely on you to make her feel better and like cheer her up or something like this. And I feel that at least what she's trying to tell me is that she's grateful for the support that you gave her. And here's the thing. She's also telling me that she felt this even when you weren't speaking to her. So this tells me that she was picking up and you sending prayer for her on her behalf while she was here. Okay, so if you understand that information, she's saying she understands from that side that you were doing that and sending support in that way, even though this wasn't verbal and direct. And she's thanking you and saying you made a difference and kind of pumping her up, if that made sense, when she was kind of low down. Okay, you made her exit a lot more enjoyable. Okay, and she really thanks you for that. Are there any other messages?
Other people.
She just said, take this rose, and she handed it to me, and then I saw someone go lay it down on like a grave. Did you go visit her lately, or are you going to visit her, or is the anniversary of her passing around now?
No, it's not until October, but maybe she's telling us that we need to go there and go to the cemetery.
Might be. Okay.
She does love roses, and that was her favorite flowers, so yeah.
And I'm not surprised she mentions this.
And she was a florist.
Rose is close to her heart.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What about Michael, though?
Kelly, can we ask if Michael is there with her?
Can you reach Michael?
Is Michael here? Mary? Is Michael here? Okay. I feel like I have something in my mouth. I don't know if something happened to my teeth or my jaw. I don't know. Okay. All right. Say the name again. Michael?
Yes.
Michael William Berry.
Can I have Michael with Mary? Mary, can you bring him in? How did you pass? If this is Michael, please show me how you passed and let's identify first.
A million things for him.
Okay. Okay, I have a feeling with this, I do have a young male, like I feel like maybe 20s or so, but I feel like I'm having a difficult time taking a deep breath and I feel shaky, okay? I don't know, like, and I feel like my body is like deteriorating, like I feel like I just can't shake this, right? And I feel like there's something like circulating in my body. I'm not exactly sure what this is. I don't have as good a connection maybe, but what this gentleman showed me very quickly was quick like skates, like ice skates going like this. So I don't know if he skated or if he was like a super big hockey fan, but I also saw like a salute like this, which didn't make me feel that he was like in the army or nothing, but it made me feel like he was very respectful.
Red Cross.
Do you understand
Huh?
that?
A little bit of it. There's no skates, but when you say that he was part of the Red Cross.
I don't, do you mean, when you say the Red Cross, do you mean like the blood?
The Red Cross, yeah, the Red Cross Society and helping in like doing
I don't
not
think that's what
disaster.
I don't think
Okay.
that's what I saw. That's not the way it made me feel.
Okay, and he wasn't that young.
Okay. I'm going to pull away from that because I'm not getting
Yeah,
a strong enough
yeah.
connection.
Okay, thank you. That was
You're
great.
welcome.
Thank you.
It's possible that they might come through again, but I want to try to keep it rolling.
Thank
you so
you.
much. You're welcome. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. You can continue to stay. We're going to let others speak as well. Thank you. Okay.
So now the other people.
Okay. Okay, so that was the first one. So for anyone who's never seen mediumship before, that's how it's done. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite another loved one to join us. So everyone start paying attention and see if you understand this information coming through, okay? Whew.
Interesting.
Who else would like to come forward?
It's tiring for her.
Why couldn't she reach Michael?
Michael doesn't want to come and talk.
Okay. Who else would like to come forward for our loved ones? How? Like that? Okay. 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 Anything else you can tell me about all that? Okay, I do have a male who's with me. I feel that this is either a dad or a father figure. This person right away before they're already pointing me right to their head. So there was some sort of either physical ailment that had connection with their passing or physical ailment in their life. There's something going on in the brain, okay? I felt a very sharp kind of ping at the top of my brain, and now I have a headache on this side. When I go like this, okay, the information I'm getting here is kind of making me feel that this person could have a stroke or pass of a stroke, okay? And I don't know if there was also something going on specifically in the brain as well, in addition, like if there was some sort of small tumor or like something like this, okay? This gentleman is also making me feel that they have like older tattoos or something like this, like, and I think this individual was a smoker as well, okay? Does anyone understand this information? If you understand, either put your hand up or chat in the box. What else can you tell me? I just heard the name Martin. Okay. You think, Giselle, were you waving? Okay, take yourself off mute, honey. Tell me what makes sense for you.
It's my daughter's father's name is Martin. Mertland. It's Mertland. I don't know if he has tattoos. He doesn't have tattoos.
Sorry, who do you think this is? Your daughter's father?
Daughter's father. My daughter's grandfather. My daughter's father's dad. Sorry, Jason's dad.
Okay, so
your my father-in-law.
Not your father-in-law, but not that yet. Okay, cool. Do you understand the headache or the stroke or something going on in the?
He's had cancer.
Nice.
Yeah,
Did you call? Yes. Did you call him?
Yeah, I did. I called my loved ones. I did.
Okay. So you understand the head and the stroke and something going on? Yeah. How did he pass?
Yeah, he had cancer and he was beating it. He was in chemo, and then when he was beating it, he had a stroke.
Okay. Because you see me how I was like this?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I was struggling. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Right.
But it was the stroke that took him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Was he a smoker as well?
Yeah, he used to be a smoker. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a smoker.
Okay. And the tattoos at this point, like I know you said you can't validate, but they feel like older, and I feel like they're smudged and faded, like old school kind of stuff that's been around like for a long time. Okay. Okay, what else do you want to tell me? What else do you want to tell me? Okay. And it's Martin, right?
Mertlin.
Okay.
Mertlin.
Martin. Okay.
Mertlin Aubrey.
Okay. That's pretty damn close, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Martin, why have you come? What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me for Giselle? I don't know who this is for, but someone is trying to talk to me about teeth today. And I don't know if this is for you, Giselle, but ever since I've started channeling here tonight, someone keeps wanting me to do something with my mouth or do something with my teeth down here, okay? So I don't know who this is for, okay? Can you connect to the teeth with this guy at all, Giselle?
I don't think so. Let me ask Janelle.
Okay, come here. I'm going to keep going, okay? I don't know if this is just, because this happens sometimes. People will just insert information all of a sudden, okay? Okay. Why are you here for Giselle? What can you tell me that Giselle can verify?
Yeah. Come. And hang up the phone.
What? So did this happen? Was this you, or was this happening to her? Okay, I think this is just him. You know, if you had an umbrella and you were holding your umbrella up from the rain and it got really windy or something and your umbrella kind of goes and flips upwards like that, he's showing me that picture and then he said singing in the rain. Do you understand that? Did that happen to you? Did you have an umbrella break, or did this happen to him at some point? And he said singing in the rain, and I got like that Cary Grant kind of image in my head of that like old movie. Did he like that, or did you have an umbrella that broke recently?
Did we have an umbrella that broke recently? I think we did, but that was like last year. Yeah, and did we sing in the rain or anything? Did we? No.
Were you stuck in the rain because your umbrella kind of did this weird thing? It's only just what he showed me. He showed me the umbrella breaking like that and going backwards, and then he said singing in the rain. And I don't know if this, and the way that this is coming out for me would make me feel that even though your umbrella broke, it wasn't like, oh no. It was like, hey, how can we turn this into a cool event? This is awesome. We end up singing in the rain rather than, oh no, shoot, duck and cover kind of stuff, okay? All right. I'm not going to dwell on that for too long. What else can you?
We're still going to bring that up though. Because didn't your dad give us an umbrella?
Did he have a hard time eating? Okay, I know. I can't help myself but go to the teeth. Did he have fake teeth or something and he wasn't able to eat certain things like corn on the cob and things like that?
He had to be fed or whatever for the nurse.
Okay.
For chemo, he was weak.
Okay.
I don't know. I know that he had weak things. I just don't know the details. So he would know more than me. I don't know. He would know more. Like I didn't really pay attention, but I know that I had to look after him until the nurse came to take care of him, and I left Janelle alone with him. So here's Janelle. Hopefully hopefully connect through her.
What have you seen Giselle do lately? Are you applying for jobs or looking through job listings? Or I feel like I'm seeing you looking through documents or applying or something like that. Are you doing anything like that? Or are you doing a lot of paperwork?
No, just part of a mastermind group. So personal development and multiple streams of income. So just going through that. And my daughter and I are working together.
Would that be like you looking at applications or looking at a lot of documents and doing a lot of reading?
A lot of reading, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Because he's showing me document after document after document. Okay. Okay. Is this something like, okay, forgive me because I don't know what the mastermind program is, but he's making me draw a graduation cap. Okay, and this is making me feel, anytime they give me that sign, they're usually trying to tell me that they're congratulating someone for something, or that they think you're
He used to be a teacher. He used to be a teacher in Guyana, and then he was an engineer here in Canada, in medical engineer in the hospital. Remember? Yeah.
Do you have any questions for, because I don't have a super strong connection with him. Did you not know him well?
Well, I lived with them. So I didn't know him too well, but I did keep him company from time to time. He's an angel. He's a good soul, big time. And I know he came into my. Do I have any questions? Do you have any questions
for him? I just got a picture of a panda bear. Does someone have a panda bear toy?
There it is. Yeah, that's Grandpa's thing he gave Janelle. So he's talking to Janelle.
He gave you the panda bear toy?
Yeah, go get it. You want to go get it? Yeah, she's gonna go get it for Janelle. Yeah.
Because it's like
That's what we named it, Grandpa. Yeah, it's a panda. Yeah, so she sleeps with it. Yeah.
Beautiful. Was he kind of quiet?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
he's not. Oh.
The koala panda. I didn't even know what it was until Janelle just told me. I'm like, okay, same thing.
Aw. All good, all good. But that's the toy that he gave her, and that's the toy that you keep that represents him. Because he showed me like a stuffed toy and kind of put it in my face.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I just want to, okay, I know it's hard to see, but like I'm going like this. I'm crossing my heart, okay? And I don't know if and so this is it Gabriella? Giselle, what's your little girl's name? Sorry?
Oh, Janelle.
Janelle, so
Janelle.
sorry.
That's me.
Did you do any sort of thing with him about crossing your heart? I just feel like this was done, and it feels like someone made a promise to somebody, like, cross my heart, I'll always be with you, like something like this.
Yes. Yeah. No, I remember. There was something like that. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, they had a sentimental moment and everything like that, and he always poked her, and yeah, it's just a baby.
He's making me touch my chest like this and do it like
that.
that.
Yeah, poke her on the chest. Yeah, poked. Yeah.
Okay.
Poked. Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other messages for the girls? Every time I touch my head with him, my head feels really hot. Was he always hot or something, or complaining of heat, or like, I don't know if it's just a brain thing, but I feel so hot in my head with him.
Yeah, he's he kept his pain hidden. Like, he was very quiet. He was very humble, quiet, selfless man.
Well, I
very
can
giving.
tell because I have to ask him, unlike Linda's loved one, who is like all up in my face. It's all good, right? It's just her personality, but you can tell this personality is different because he makes me really try to converse with him, okay? All right. Any other messages on why you're here? Or for the girls? They often show me flowers for thank yous. So Giselle, he handed down a flower for you, which is a thank you for you. And it's usually a thank you for being here and coming and communicating. And also for your daughter as well. It was almost like he showed me this big rose and they gave me like a little rose beside it. And then the big one for you and the little one for you. Okay.
Oh, she also gave a rose to him too. No. Oh, he gave her a rose.
Okay, there you go. It's a good communicator. All right. Anything else? He just says, I love you. And he gives a kiss and he's waving. Okay. He's with you very much. Okay. Whew. All right. All right. Thank you so much. You're welcome to stay with us. We're going to allow someone else to come through now. You're welcome. Okay. All right. Can we remove this, please? I don't need to feel this. I understood the message. Clear, please. Let's ground this, please. Who else would like to come through for our loved ones here? Only loved ones with unconditional love. What about you? Tell me about you, though. Can I know more about you? How will we know who you are? We need to know who you are first. Is that you, though? Is it your daughter here? How did you pass? What does that mean? Okay, I'm not fully understanding all of this. Okay, I have a female here. This person is having a difficult time communicating with me, which means they could have had a difficult time communicating before they passed, okay? This person, the very first thing they said to me was knocking on heaven's door. Okay, you know, like that song, Knocking on Heaven's Door. And actually saw, like, they showed me this as well, okay? Which could also mean you potentially, it could just mean the sign of knocking on heaven's door, but often this sign for me means you hear things in your house that you wonder if this is this loved one, okay? Now this person is giving me a hard time telling them a lot of detail about themselves, but there's a communication piece here as well, okay? I feel that I feel that this is someone's mom. I got the word daughter, and I was given an arrow, which makes me feel it's you. One of you is the daughter to this individual. She showed me a bandage on her head, but she's not showing me what she looks like. And I felt like I was pulled to this part of my head again, and I got the word bleeding. So I don't know if someone had bleeding in the head or actually had an impact. This person also makes me feel that, speaking of impact, I don't know if this person actually had an impact or some sort of accident that injured them. And I feel that we thought that we were going to be okay, but then afterwards it found out that we weren't okay from this accident, however it happened. And this person went, we knew that they were going to go, but we didn't know that they were going to go from this. Does anyone understand this? This is a lot. Put your hand up, put your hand up or type to me if you might understand this. No? Nobody? Okay. And nobody, okay. Give me more, please. Oh, and I also got the letter L, and I got the letter L as well. Okay, so this person either has an L name. I don't know if this connects to you, Linda, but this person gave me the letter L. Okay, none of this matches for you, Linda. Okay, no problem. More about you, please. Can you please tell me more about you? I understand what happened here. How will we know who you are? I'm getting a picture of like the Raptors and the Blue Jays, and I feel that this person was either like a Raptors and Blue Jays fan or something like that, okay? Give me more, okay, but who? This person's also making, okay, is that for you? Is that for us? We need to identify first. And I just got a C, and I got the name Carrie, okay? Does anyone know C? C name or Carrie? In connection with, okay. Give me something different, because if we can't identify, we have to move on, please. Okay, was that the passing? Okay, so what this person brought me back to knocking on heaven's door, they told me that this illness or whatever was dragged out a little bit, meaning this person was either in the hospital or they were there longer than they thought. Even though we didn't think they were going to pass, they did. They gave me March, which makes me feel that this is either when this person passed or like anniversary of their passing. Excuse me, and I just got no funeral. So I don't know if this person didn't have a funeral or if someone passed this last March and because of COVID, they weren't allowed to have a proper ceremony or something. Does anyone understand this? Maybe? Linda, take yourself off mute, please, and let me know what you might understand. So on the bottom left,
I got
there
it.
you go.
Figured it out. Mine's at the top.
No problem.
So the thing that's confusing is the head piece, because my mom, she didn't have anything with her head.
Okay.
But of course, there's the L, and then there is a C. So my mom's maiden name started with a C.
Okay.
She did love Blue Jays.
Okay.
And she liked watching sports and stuff.
Yeah.
And sorry, what was the last thing you said before
I got a March anniversary of passing or some kind of March connection to the birth or
she
passing.
didn't. It was mid-February, but she didn't have a funeral. We didn't have a funeral for her or anything.
Right.
So that's what makes me start thinking that maybe it is, because nobody else is chiming in.
So how did she pass then? Because I'm not clear.
She was ill for 2 years.
Okay.
And she had lung issues, and then we found out she had cancers and things.
Okay. Was this like this knocking on heaven's door thing makes me feel like I was ill for a long time.
Yes, really long time. Like, we didn't know about her lung illness. She had it and she kept it secret from us, knowing that.
That makes sense, because I'm like begging her to tell me more stuff. She wouldn't tell me.
She wouldn't tell us.
Yeah.
She wouldn't tell us that she was ill. And it wasn't until she hurt herself that we found out that she had pulmonary fibrosis. And then we're trying to figure out how much longer she had. And she had only 2 years left. But she had it for a long time without telling us.
Okay. Forgive me. What's pulmonary fibrosis? Can you just give me the quick 5-second on that?
It's a lung condition where the lungs harden and turn basically into porcelain, so they don't expand. So she was on oxygen.
Okay.
For 2 years.
Okay. And this was your mom?
Yes.
Okay. This is for you, because she said daughter, and she pointed.
Sorry, everybody.
It's all good. It's all good. And that's the thing. We can only give it how they give it to us, right? And I have a really hard translation job. Okay.
Sure.
But that's what she said with the knocking on heaven's door, the sports fans. I said, give me something that this will make sense. And it's not typical for a female, in my perspective. Not typical.
Well, she loved her sports.
But I was shown that in her, and I was shown a picture of my grandmother, who just happens to be like the biggest Blue Jay fan ever. Okay, so that all makes sense for me. Okay. And the no funeral in March, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was her name?
Joanne.
I seriously just wrote J, but I wrote Judith. Like just now. J.
Yeah.
Joanne. Like nothing. Okay. What do you want to say? Why are you here? Do you have questions for her?
We just want to say we miss her and hope she's watching the grandbabies. There's 2 grandbabies she didn't get to meet.
Is there an A name for one of them? Is there a girl with an A name? Who's Alice?
No, there's no A name.
What are the names?
Jordan and Ezra.
Ah. I just feel like there's a kind of. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Wait, there's another one too, then.
Who?
What's that?
Well, she knew Taylor, but she
Yeah.
knew Taylor, but she didn't know the 2 new ones. And
There's 3.
all 3 of them.
I don't know why, but she just showed me a blue jewel, which makes me feel like it's someone's birthstone, possibly.
Don't know.
Okay. Why are you here? You said Joanne, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Why are you here, Joanne? What do you want to say to Linda? Okay. So, Okay, you know how she talked about the bandages earlier today and I didn't get it? She showed me bandages again. And she showed me almost as if like I had something and we're dressing a wound with bandages. Did you like, I don't know if you actually did that or if she did that or if you were giving her a lot of support or something like that, but she
Yeah.
showed me that again.
We did. We kept her at home so she could be at home and be comfortable at home. And we all looked after her while she was there. And she did have to have a mask on and everything.
Okay, all right. I feel like she's just trying to bring that, like the piece of the care, and like I just feel very like I'm being cared for in that way with putting bandages on me.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That was a rough one, tough one. Okay, she made me work for that. Okay. All right, thank you. I don't know if she had clematis flowers or if you have climbing flowers or something, but she just showed me a wall of climbing flowers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And okay, don't start talking my ear up now.
Oh.
What's up?
She wants to talk now.
Okay.
You're all excited.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
want to start now.
My mom, she wants to talk more now.
Stay with us, no problem. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna try to pull someone else now.
Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. Okay. All right. Can we have another loved one come forward, please? Let's have a loved one for someone new, if possible, for someone who hasn't heard from a loved one yet. Okay, one at a time, please. Who's going first? You decide. You tell me. Okay. Is that you or me? Was that for real? Okay. Okay. So I have a male who's coming through. This is a father or a grandfather type figure. Right away, this person said, "Hey, little girl." Okay, and I think that little girl might have been a term of endearment or something like that. Okay, and when I asked who was this, I heard daddy, but they said it is daddy-o. You know, like, hey, daddy-o, like that kind of cool slang to say daddy. I got daddy-o. All right. And when I asked this person how they passed away, I don't know what this is called. I don't know if this is like a tracheotomy. You know when you have those people who have like that hole in their throat here, whether it's like a machine or something like that, they showed me this, and it doesn't necessarily mean this person has to have a hole in their throat, but they're telling me that this, when I went like this, I felt like my throat was deteriorating. So the condition of here, I don't know if there was cancer going on here. Does anyone have a father or a grandfather who had like throat deterioration or had throat cancer or something going on here? You, Elaine, is that you? Elaine,
My
can I
dad, he had esophageal cancer, so he
get
couldn't,
esophageal cancer?
he couldn't eat at the end. He wasn't able to swallow.
Okay.
But
And
I
they-
never called him daddy-o, so.
Okay, no problem. But you said this would be your father?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's stay with this just for now, okay?
Okay.
Because it's okay. All right. What else do you want to tell me? Okay, this is just a little. So it's just bringing me, it's just a description of how he's looking, and like I'm being brought to this part of his body, okay? And like when I think about my grandfather when he was older, he didn't shave all the time. He had like some whiskers and stuff, but not like a long beard. But I felt it looked like he had like a lot of extra skin. And so there's like lots, like it looked like he needed a 3-day shave, and like maybe this was a little patchy or so, but it just made me feel that not that he didn't take care of himself, that's not the message, but I feel like near the end Like, that's just what I'm seeing. Do you understand that, Elaine? Was he not shaving or like, do you
Well,
understand?
he was in palliative care for a while, so at the end he couldn't, but he was the type, he would shave to go to the grocery store. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So near the end, like that would be pretty typical, like me, because I feel like he's bringing it to me and pointing it out, kind of like, I don't like this. Okay.
Yeah, that would make sense because he always shaved. So,
Okay. Okay. All right. And that's why I said it's not negative. Like, it makes me, I don't think he looks bad, but he's making me feel that he feels this is unkept.
okay.
Okay. All right. Let's move on from that, please. What else can you tell me? Okay, I just got 2 letters right away. I got L and I got R. Do you know these names? Is there an L or an R for him?
Well, my brother is Russ and
Okay.
his wife is Louise, but she never met him.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Well, because it's interesting that he would bring those 2 up together, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my mom, oh, how can I forget this? My mother's an R. She's Roxanne.
Okay.
I think that's more important.
Yeah. Yeah. What about, okay, hold on. What's your name? What's your name, Dad? What's your name? Is there a G name? I got a G.
No,
Is there a G connected to him?
I can't think of one. No.
Okay, no problem. What's his name, if you don't mind me asking?
Doug.
Doug? Yeah, I didn't get that. Okay. What else do you want to tell me? Can I call you Doug? All right. So what do you want Elaine to know about that, though? Okay, now I know that you already mentioned that he was in palliative care. Okay,
Yeah.
but he gave me the image of like feet in slippers. And like, you know, when you shuffle in your slippers instead of taking steps, you like
Yeah.
this, okay? So he's showing me that image and he made me feel kind of down in the dumps, okay? Which is, I could imagine if someone was in palliative care and they were conscious and all this kind of stuff, that they would kind of know probably why they're there and that kind of idea, okay? And what he said to me is best of it, which I feel like he's trying to say, I made the best of it. He's telling me, and that's why I kind of said, because the message, he doesn't want you to come away from this message thinking, oh man, I was in this home and I was suffering and this was horrible. That's not the message. His message is more clear in terms of, I knew I was here. I made the best of it as best as I could, okay? But, and here's the thing, he also said to me, it needed to be this way. And I feel with that statement, he's trying to tell me that you had a lot of guilt, either about not being able to help him or whether you wanted to bring him into your home and you weren't able to because you didn't have the resources or whatever that looked like. But he's making me feel that he wants to take the guilt off of you of him being there, because considering everything, it really was the best thing for everybody involved. Do you understand why he would bring that up?
Yeah, because he was in the hospital. Then he wanted to come home. And the doctor said, let him go home, but he's not going to be able to manage his health.
Right.
So we did have nurses and that, but eventually he did ask to go back because his pain couldn't be controlled. So.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it needed to be that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's got the little dog? Does he have a little dog? Do you have a little dog?
No, nobody has. Oh, my brother did have a dog, but not when.
You
like
mean Russ?
With his wife, he had a dog, but.
I feel like he's showing me that at least at one point he's like holding this dog on his lap, and it feels like a small dog, a small enough dog to be a legitimate lap dog, not, you know, just a big dog that jumps on your lap. But, and I feel like there's white to this dog with just a little bit of black, or like a little bit. Do you understand that?
No, don't understand that.
Okay.
A cat, yes. The dog, no.
And you guys never had a dog before? He didn't have a dog?
No. He might have had one. He grew up in England. He might have had one there, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not gonna. Is there something else I need to know about this? And you just went shh. Did someone get a dog as a surprise or something like that? I just have to say it. I know you already.
no.
Okay. Okay. What else can you tell me, please? Was he a card player?
Yes.
He's shuffling. He's dealing out cards for me. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he spent a lot of time at the Legion. So,
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, what do you want to tell me about that then? I don't think he wants to dwell on this, but he's making me feel that either around the time of his passing or when he had a funeral or when there was a wake or something like that, that there was either some kind of arguments or fighting, or that someone was maybe, excuse me, the way that they show this to me is like birds circling in the sky. Like, I know it sounds kind of yucky, but you know, like if there was roadkill, you would see birds kind of maybe come by, or crows at the side of the road. Whenever they show me that feeling, they're making me feel that someone after they passed away came to the scene to pretty much say, what's in it for me, rather than, hey, let's look over old pictures and reminisce and that kind of stuff. And in fact, what he said about that was, oh, don't pay attention to them, which makes me feel like he kind of knew that this might have been expected from this person, or kind of like, you know, if this is the type of person they are, don't be surprised that they're like that and pay no mind to it. Do you understand that?
not really. That more relates to his brother that passed after him, but I don't recall that with him.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, and I'm not just saying this, but he
No.
makes me feel that there's another male up there with him. And I don't know if that's what he's trying to also bring in and tell me, but okay. If that's the case, then we have to go there. Give me this individual's name, please. I got a B. Is there a B?
Yeah, that would have been Brian.
Yeah? Okay.
He had two brothers. The other brother passed about 4 or 5 months after him. Then Brian was the last one.
Okay.
So Brian had their family home and everything, and that's where people were coming in, like you said. Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. So please pay no mind to that, because he's trying to say, like I said, it was very distant and he didn't talk about it a lot, but he wants it known that whatever hurt feelings you had as a result of this happening, to pay no mind, because kind of like, you know, that's what you expect from that type of people. So,
Yeah, that makes
okay.
sense.
Do you have any questions for him?
I don't think so. I guess if he's well and if he's with his family and
He is.
okay.
Because he's already telling me about this other male who's with him, which I do feel is like a brother. Because, and again, like when they're telling me like that, it's like they stand there and then they put their arm around someone to tell me, this is my brother, this is my close person to me. And he has two people like this as well. And he's smiling and he's kind of like making me feel like we're all up here together.
Oh,
We're
that's
all
good.
doing our thing. Like we're just one big happy family up here. And that's what he's
Yeah.
making me feel like. So that message to me tells you that he's doing good, he's fine, he's in the company of his loved ones, and that he's in a good space.
And I guess the only grandchild he ever knew was my son. My sister and my brother are both older than me, but didn't have their kids till later. So I assume he sees them or knows about them. Like he knows my son. He was with him for 9 years. So
He hasn't mentioned that to me specifically,
okay,
but that doesn't mean he isn't aware.
right.
Is there anything you want to say about children or grandchildren? I just feel like I'm standing up really tall and proud. Okay. I feel like he's just proud. I feel like he's proud of his family and
Okay.
takes a lot of pride. Okay.
That's
But he
nice.
didn't go into specifics with me.
Okay,
He just showed me how he felt about it.
that's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome to stay as well. Anything else? You're welcome. Okay. All right. Okay, so let me just take a look here because we've still got an hour for sure. So Jasmine hasn't heard from anybody. Zelia hasn't heard from anybody. Sandy hasn't heard from anybody. Is that right? Okay. Do we have any loved ones here? Any loved ones who have messages either for Sandy or for Jasmine or for Zelia? Giselle, Sandy, or Zelia? How are you related? How did you pass? Why? What's on my face? Is this mine or yours? Like this? Anything else you can give me to clear that up? Okay, I have a female who's with me. This individual, I feel like this person is either like the life of the party or they like to make a big entrance or something like this. Because remember there was like old time, I don't want to say old time, you know, think about like a Western and a saloon and there's like those sliding doors or like the doors on the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what those are called. We'll call them swinging doors. Okay, like she kind of pushed those open and she's like, I'm here. Okay, so I feel like she likes to make an entrance or be life of the party. This person makes me feel that she's beside you, meaning like either a sister or a cousin type energy to somebody who's here, okay? Now, when I asked this individual how they passed away, and I don't know what this means, but I got really itchy on my nose and I felt like I had something on my face. You might have seen me fidgeting with that. This person made me feel that they have a lot of anxiety, but I don't think they acted like it. I don't know if this individual, they're not telling, please tell me how you passed. I don't know if this person had a problem with either self-medication or with drinking. This person makes me feel that they were like, they like to drink a lot or they like to self-medicate to make themselves feel better. I also got this feeling on my chest that made me feel like they were being held back, which made me feel that this person isn't able to possibly control themselves with, you know, self-medicating or enjoying or whatever this is. I asked for a name in connection and I got a T name, okay? But, so does anyone understand this? Anyone have a female who might be a sister or someone who's to your side, which could also mean like a cousin or even like a friend, okay? But this isn't someone who's like super older than you or a mom or a dad per se. Anyone understand this? Female who might have had a drinking problem or been life of the party. Oh, and she brought me to stomach in terms of passing, and I don't know if this was because her like either liver or like filtration organs weren't working for her, but she brought me down to the stomach area as part of the illness or way she passed. Does anyone understand that? No? No? Okay. And Sandy or Elaine, you don't understand that either, right? If you do, just chat in or start talking. Okay, give me something we'll understand. Sandy, did you say something?
It doesn't relate to me.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Give us something that we'll know and understand. Is this your information? Tell me more about how you passed. Can you show me? Show me on my body more. There's something going on in this person's blood I don't know if there's toxins in the body in some sort of way. I hear drip, 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 which makes me feel like something is either leaking from my system and I'm still being brought down to the stomach area. So whatever this person had going on, something down in that area, and there's some sort of either imbalance in blood or something circulating through the blood. And it's, anyone understand this at all? Okay. Unless you can bring me something that our ladies are going to understand, I'm going to have to move on. Okay. I just got the word mother. Can you write it down for me? Write it on the blackboard so I can read the words. What about the legs? I'm not getting a lot more from this person. I don't know if this person was in someone's care. Like, you know how with Elaine, like she had her father living in the house at a period of time and then left. I don't know if this person came into your care or someone's care at some time, but there's something about guilt and shame with this person. And it's them feeling either like I'm a burden or you shouldn't have to be burdened by me, etc. And I got something about this person's legs being either like, I just feel like they look really scaly. I don't know if there was something going on with the skin as well. Okay, not if no one knows who this is, I'm going to move on. Okay, I'm going to pass by now, please. Thank you. If you're a fly, okay, all right. Let's have someone come forward for either Jasmine or Zelia or Sandy. Okay. Okay. What's your relation? Okay. Is this how you passed? Okay. Is this what you did? What's this mean for you? I have a male who's coming forward. I can't tell if this is a father or a grandfather type energy, but it's an older male to you. Okay. I was given a T name like Tony. Okay. Now you saw me coughing. This person gave me a big cough right away, and I felt like I needed to spit. You know, some people when they cough, they spit things out, but I don't think this person was like, you know, spitting out sunflower seeds. You know, some people just spit when they cough sometimes. Okay. I do feel like there's ailment here, but I think this person also had cancer. Does anyone understand this information? And I don't know if the cancer was here. Do you understand that, Zelia? Hang on, sorry, 1 second. You have to take yourself off mute. So let's see. Can I do this for you?
And mute, okay.
There we go. I can hear you. Perfect. Okay. Do you understand any of that?
My dad was, what they call him Tony, but his name is Antonio. And he had myeloma. He had cancer in the bones.
Cancer where?
In the bones, myeloma.
In his bones?
Yes.
Okay. Was he having a hard time coughing and like the spitting thing?
He had to spit it out a lot of, yeah, he had a hard time.
Okay. Okay. Did he build things with brick, or was he a builder, or are you guys building something, like building a house? Because he showed me like as if, you know, you build bricks like this, and like if you were building a brick wall, he showed me that. Is there some brick connection or building connection? Did he like to build things?
No, not that I recall.
Okay, cool, no problem. But you can understand the cancer, you can understand the coughing, the father, and then the T name, or the Tony kind of.
Father, yeah.
Yeah, okay, and this was your father?
He had a lot of flame. He had to spit it out.
Yeah, yeah.
The
And like I
cancer.
said, it's not like it was just a habit. This was like something that he regularly did when he coughed.
Yes, and he always flame it out.
Yes. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me? I'm gonna call him Tony if that's okay, because that's how he introduced himself to me.
Yes, 'cause it's normally Antonio, but everybody usually calls him, yes.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay.
I
What do you
hope- I
want
hope
to tell me,
him.
Tony? What do you want to tell me, Frizelia? Is there 3 children? He's bringing up 3 children to me. This makes me
Oh,
feel
no.
like either he has 3 children or he's one of 3. Where does his 3 children come in?
No. Then it must be another Tony.
No. We're talking about the same person. So this can either mean.
Ask him how many children he has alive now.
Okay, well, but let me, because he's bringing up 3. So this can either mean he's one of 3, or he has 3, or there's 3 grandchildren, or there's 3 children who are together. Like,
But there's 3 grandchildren of mine.
okay, so because he's talking to me specifically
Oh.
about children and telling me
I have
talk
3
about the
grandchildren.
3.
Yeah, from my son.
Okay, so let me
And
just
he ne-
stop there because I want to make sure I understand before I move on. Okay.
That he never met. Yes.
Okay. What do you want to tell me about the 3 children? I just want to make sure we know which children we're talking about before I go further. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
What do you want to tell me about? Okay. Is that all of them or just one? Is there someone who has a repeating name here? Like the one of the grandchildren, are they named after someone, or is there like everyone's named Antonio in there, or like there's always a name that repeats through the family? Is one of them? And here's what I asked about that, because he showed that to me in a sign with the 3 kids, and then he gave me the number 2, which made me feel 2 out of the 3 kids have some sort of family name in them, but in the 3rd one they don't because someone couldn't like make a decision on it or something.
I gotta figure
That was a lot.
I gotta figure this out.
And we don't have to hold on to it for a long period, but remember I said that might be something that you make a connection in. Like,
Yeah, they're all girls.
Okay.
So yeah.
I don't know if their names are, if there's a Maria in there or like an Anna in there, and it's like a
There's a
repeating.
Marie.
Okay.
There's a Juliana Marie.
Mhm.
A Juliana Marie.
Okay.
The old.
Okay. 'Cause
I know I have the same name as my aunt.
Okay, so you even have a repeating name in the family.
I have a repeating name in the family. And my sister also has a repeating name of her mother. Of my
Okay.
mother.
Okay, because he made a point to tell me it's more than one person that has repeating names that run in this family.
Yes. Myself and my aunt, my sister Teresa, and my mom.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And my brother Antonio and my dad.
Oh, girl, there's repeating names all over the place here.
So it's actually 3. Yes, 3. 3 children repeating names.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. All right.
Right.
What else do you want to tell me, Tony? See, we'll get there. We'll get, because they'll
Tony,
insist. They won't let me leave it if it's.
Yes, the neighbors used to call him Tony. Okay.
Okay. What do you want to tell me, Tony? What else do you want to talk about with me? What else do you want to tell me? Did you say did you have a question, Zelia?
I want to know if there's anything, I need to know any message from my dad, if there's anything that,
Anything he wants to tell you?
anything he wants to tell me, if I have to look forward, any good or bad, or if I have to be aware of something.
Okay, Tony, is there anything you want Zelia to know in her best good about either what's coming down the line? Okay. Anything else? What does that mean exactly?
Any messages for any of us?
Yeah, any message for one of his children?
In the past, something we should
Hold
know?
on. Is that how you feel? Okay, he took an egg and he broke the egg for me, and I see all the stuff in the egg run out. And he really brought, I don't know if there's some, I don't know, broken egg, okay? And I don't know if there was a fire or something, but I'm not understanding all of that, okay? But was there some sort of fight in your family where someone's holding a grudge or something like that? Because with this egg breaking and like the stuff going out, I feel like there's like egg on the floor, and like if an egg was cracked, you can't pick it up and put it back together, right?
Yeah.
And this is making me feel that either someone said something or someone's not talking to somebody in the family. And
my younger sister.
there's a slap in the face involved in here as well, because when I went like this, he's telling me that this was either a slap in the face or he feels like this is like, he's not happy about this. He feels that this is not appropriate.
No.
From the past?
What's going on? Like, why are people not talking? Like, he's not happy that people aren't talking, or that there's.
Is that for the past or now?
I don't know. He's telling me that, like, I feel like he's talking about this is going on now.
Yeah, because we have a big family, and apparently there's a lot of dispute between my younger sister and then my oldest brother's wife, on and off. Yeah.
And this doesn't sound like the nicest message, but he's making me feel that this drama or this rift between these people is not going to change, and it's not going to be mended. And he's not happy about this in terms of people either not getting along or someone's not swallowing their pride, or he's disappointed that this is occurring. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's not the message to necessarily say that you are responsible to do something about it, but he's telling me this is what he sees going on in the family now and how he feels about it. Okay, so if you can validate the fact that this is happening, then he's telling us what's going on right now and that he sees this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what is Zelia's role in this, and what is your guidance for her then? He's telling me it's almost like he feels like the drama is a lost cause in some way. And even though it's important for him for family to be together and stuff like that, I feel like he's trying to tell you not to get involved in it, because it's only going to cause like more drama for you, if you know what I mean. Like, kind of, if they're going to be like that, leave that over there and don't get involved, because it's almost like he feels the more people that get involved, the bigger this issue's going to get, and then it's even more like ugly. Okay. Do you have any questions for him or things that you need to know? Because that's what he's telling me about, either what you need to know about what's going on. He's not telling me like, oh, something big is going to happen or nothing.
No, just to let him know that we're all pretty good. We're all actually going to get together as a family next long weekend, and we're patching up things and try to get together, you know, for the best. Communicate.
Did he eat a lot of nuts or something? Or like, I feel like I'm eating like, and I'm getting all salty in my mouth, and like, you know, when you eat too many peanuts or something, you're
pistachio.
Like, yes, pistachios, when you're doing that thing and like
so
that.
that's
Mom's not
Is he
there.
okay? Is my mom around? My
How
grandma?
are you? Did he? Okay, I think you're Italian. Okay, he's not telling me this, but I just have the feeling that your family's Italian. I know a little bit about your family, but he's walking me around a garden. Like he's giving me a tour of a garden. And it's like he's showing me this is where we keep the tomatoes and this is where the cucumbers are and all this kind of stuff. And he's like giving me a tour. So I feel that he's talking about what he'd like to do here, but also it's like he's doing his favorite thing up there of like doing the garden or something.
He used to have his own garden. Well, we're not Italian, but we're Portuguese, but my
Okay.
siblings are married to Italians.
Okay.
Yes.
Just gave me that European feel of we grow our own stuff, we do our own
Yes. He used
thing.
to,
And he
yes.
feels like this is really important to him. And when you ask if he's okay, he's showing me what I interpret him saying is I'm doing what I love best. I'm working in the garden,
Yeah.
but he's showing me that there was already fruit in there. It's not like
Oh,
I'm waiting for the tomatoes. So he's showing
Yeah.
me that
My
where he's
brother-
at.
Yes, my brother Victor, since he moved to Innisfil, he's been growing a lot of garden. He does the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Victor does all that. The flower bedding that he made, and he has a lot of tomatoes, all kinds of vegetables, and some fruits.
Yes. Yes.
So he's the same step as my dad.
Cool. Cool.
Right? Grow all
Your
natural.
dad is good because he's literally up there doing the things he loves. He's taking care of his stuff. He's very proud. Like he brought me and said, look at the tomatoes and
Wow.
look at the cucumbers because they're already grown. So he's doing well and he's doing what he likes. Okay.
Yes, brother's doing the same thing.
That's
Is there any message for my family, my
Are there any
siblings?
other messages for anyone in the family here?
For me, for Teresa.
The way that he said it, okay, so because he mentioned the thing about the family and the little bit of drama and that kind of stuff, he literally did this thing, you know, when like someone smacks you on the back of the head, is like, what are you doing? Like, that's what he did. He like gave me a smack on the head and he's like, what are you doing? Okay,
I know.
But I feel like he's just talking about that family thing in particular, but in a joking way. He's trying to say, hey, all of you, smarten up down there. I'm still watching you and, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, okay?
We got to hit everybody in the head to wake up.
Cool. Okay.
What else?
Is there anything else I need to know, Tony? He just said, you're a good girl, and he's doing this. So I don't know if you held his hand or if you did this to his hand or if he did this to you, but that's what he said. You're a good girl, and he's doing like this to you, okay?
Okay. Tell him I miss him so much.
Girl, he can hear you.
It's not the same without him and my mom. That's why we probably need my parents around still for some comfort and, you know, to open up and be near them. But just to let my dad know that we're always together as 4 of his children. We're always together no matter what. We make an effort to be together.
Good.
No matter how bad or good, we're still pretty close.
He did blow a kiss when you
Yeah.
started to talk about your family. Okay?
Yes, we're pretty close. We all love each other. We don't keep a grouch. He knows about my young daughter, my young sister who does, but she's coming around slowly.
Okay.
So we all try to make up and
for
forget
you.
about whatever happened and move on. Just tell my
Awesome.
dad, or we'll be okay, and we're all helping each other out. And I thank God for my sister Teresa that I live with her and I'm safe. She helped me a lot, and I helped her a lot. We all love each
That's
other,
awesome.
no matter how much we fight, but we back each other's
So we
back.
stick together.
Stick together. So just let my dad know we're all good. That's not to worry about.
Absolutely. Will do,
It's-
my friend. Thank you.
It's normal.
Awesome.
There are fights, but thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yes.
Thank you,
Tell him
Tony.
I love him.
Of course, my friend.
My dad, my mom.
Every time you say that, he sends a kiss. Okay? Every
Aw.
time. It goes like that. Thank
My
you.
mom's not around.
Sorry, but I do have to try to move on and try to pull someone else for people who haven't had a message
Yeah.
yet. Okay?
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh.
Okay. So Jasmine and Sandy, right? Okay. Hang on, my music just turned off. Okay. Loved ones, please. Jasmine and Sandy. Is there someone here for Jasmine? Hang on, where did this start? That's kind of strange. Why did my electronics all of a sudden stop working? Come on now. Not right. Thank you. Okay. Can I have loved ones, please, for Jasmine or for Sandy? Just for Jasmine or just for Sandy, please? I have a female. This feels like a grandmother to me. This lady was older when she passed. Can you be more specific? The area of the body that I'm being pulled to for this lady is right from here, right to here. Okay, so I don't know if there was lung stuff, but also stuff. There's something about it either being here and spreading down, or someone who had like ailment in the stomach as well as in the lungs, because I'm brought to this whole area here. She said, "Oh my," when she showed me this information about her body. And she also told me, hold my hand. And I feel like this hand is like an elderly lady's hand that's like thinner, and like you see like knuckles and veins and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Okay. There's something going across my stomach. Can you tell me? I don't know if they had a surgery in their stomach or in their abdomen, but I feel like I keep going like this, and I don't know if it's like a zipper or like a cut or something like that. I also feel that this person wasn't well for a fair amount of time, and they really kind of deteriorated in their old age. But there's, is that here as well? And there very well be something about communication for this lady as well, because my voice is changing too. She's making me feel that she either couldn't talk near the end or wasn't able to communicate. Does anyone understand this? Female, mother or grandmother, ailment in the torso, you held her hand, and I feel like you might have held her hand as she was passing or about to pass. There's a rose connection where I see a rose deteriorating, which makes me feel that this person deteriorated over time. Torso. Can I have a name, please? Okay, I just heard marigold, okay, which to me is a flower, but it can also be a name, okay? And I just heard Marjorie as well. I don't know if this person had land or if there was a farm connection or a farm in the family, but this person makes me feel like I'm looking over like land. Okay, does anyone understand this information at all?
Only ever so slightly, but not fully.
Not a lot. What information?
Only when you say the communication, and possibly the flower, but.
Would this be a grandmother to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Can anybody else understand any of this?
The farm and the old lady, but that could be my grandmother's grandma that I was told before was watching over me, and my cousin got the same thing, but
Okay.
I don't know her.
Okay.
I just don't see white hair, and it's in a bun.
Okay. And is there an M name in connection, like Marjorie or Marigold, or do you understand any of that, either Giselle or Jasmine?
Her name is Florence, so it's I would think flower, but it doesn't really.
Yeah, it's not a big connection.
Giselle?
Sorry, I just remember Maria. Like it's the same thing. It's Portuguese, my grandmother's grandma.
Mm-hmm. And I heard Maria earlier, but I thought that this was for someone someone who came through before, kind of like Mary. And so I was just like, okay, let me just make sure this is someone new. So let's just hold on. Okay, I'm gonna try it. So Jasmine, would you want to hear from Florence?
Yes.
Okay, now before I try to call her directly and do this, is there anybody else that you would have preferred to hear? Because I want, if I'm going to try to call someone, okay, all right. Florence, do you understand the hand and like her, like that piece?
A little bit.
Okay,
Like,
did you hold her hand and pat her hand like this when she was either in a bed or saying
yes.
goodbye?
Not goodbye, but in bed.
Okay. That's the image I got, okay? All right, let me just see, let me go further. Is this Florence? If this is Florence, give me more just for Jasmine, please. Do you understand an ailment either in the chest or stomach, but it feels like from here to here? How, do you understand any of that?
Not stomach, but like I think I was saying earlier, like she couldn't speak.
Right, okay.
She couldn't communicate.
But was that just because like she was older and so like, okay, how did she pass? Do you know how she passed?
I think essentially from the disease that took her speech away.
Oh, okay. Do you know what does, I don't mean to get too personal, but do you know what that is?
I think it was called like PICS. I think.
Okay. Okay. So you're not exactly, okay. And that's all right. It's all good.
Nothing's really resonating, but.
Okay. Let me see. Because she's not being specific with me about the ailment, but she's saying the majority was here and it spread. And I don't know what disease that is when you say it. So you might want to look into that after to see if that information actually matches what happened, okay?
Okay.
Give me, if this is Florence, give me something else that Jasmine will know and understand. She's making me feel I'm being brought to my wrist where I would have, you know, bangles and things like that. She makes me feel like I'm either looking at a charm bracelet or a bracelet that was given to you. And this part of my wrist right here, she's making me rub. And usually when they do that, they're telling me that you either got a tattoo in this person's memory or something like that. Do you understand that? Did she give you some jewelry? Like, do you have her bracelet? Do you have a tattoo from her as well?
No. Sorry, Kelly.
Don't apologize. It's all good. Is there... Okay. Where do they sit in the family tree? Where do you sit in comparison there? She have 3 children?
No.
There isn't 3 grandchildren, is there? This one's getting really tricky. She's bringing 3 kids to me.
There's 3 grandchildren.
Okay, she's showing me there's 3 children underneath her. Okay, try to get really. I don't know if she's having a hard time communicating with me because she couldn't communicate.
Right.
Okay, can you show me in pictures? What do you want to tell me about the 3? Is it like 2 girls and a boy?
No, not for the grandkids.
Okay. Is there okay, if there's anything else I can be given to make this clear, or if you can show me in another tool, please let me know.
I think Elaine might have somebody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't even looking there.
That's okay. It's okay.
You said, Elaine, your Aunt Maxine, maybe?
Possibly. She passed a long time ago, but she had 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. She had breast cancer, cervical, ovarian, like all the female cancers. That's what she passed of. And it's just when you said the 3 children, I thought, oh my goodness, and that possibly could be her. I don't know for sure though.
And what would her name be?
Her name was Maxine.
Maxine. Give me something that the sitter will understand, please. Who was the gambler? Is there a gambling connection or the casino connection to somebody here? because they made me feel that they like to win, or there was someone who's like a casino winner. Not meaning like you won the lottery or nothing, but this person maybe had someone, or there's a connection to someone who liked gambling or frequenting a casino or that.
I like gambling.
Okay.
But she passed in the late 70s, I believe.
Fine.
I was
That's
just
fine.
like young. Okay,
Sometimes they wait a long time to get a chance to talk.
that's true.
Okay, if this is Maxine, tell me what we need to know for Elaine. Did she go for like, was she ill for like a long time?
I'm not 100%. I think
Okay.
so. She was a nurse and she gave x-rays, and they think the radiation back then, I don't think you were covered like we are now. And
Yeah.
from what my mother telling me, I think she might have got it that way
Okay.
through giving x-rays and things like that.
Okay. Anything else I need to know here? Whoever this lady is, I'm not sure exactly who I have here.
Okay.
I know a lot of this matches, so it very well could be you. But she's like bringing me back to the stomach and feeling yucky in the stomach, and she's just kind of like did a stretch for me, and she's kind of like, I'm all good now. Like letting me know to tell you guys that she is okay where she is at. She's not suffering. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I think the last cancer she had was colon cancer.
Okay.
I think that's what ended up killing what she died from.
Okay. Yeah, she brought it. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay, let me just get some water. Hold on, folks. Wow. Okay. Whew. All right. Is there a sunflower connection here to this? I'm trying to move on to another person, but then I was just immediately shown a sunflower. So Elaine, was there like a sunflower connection to her, or Jasmine? Was there a sunflower connection?
I don't know of one.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try Florence one more time for you, Jasmine, okay? Florence,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Can I have Florence, or can I have someone who can communicate on behalf of Florence, please? Calling upon my guides and angels in my best good, in Jasmine's best good. Please allow me to see, feel, hear, and know. Please allow me to bring Florence forward. Florence, can you come forward for me, please, for Jasmine? Or someone who can speak on behalf of Florence. Okay. Is it just like this picture? Okay, but I didn't understand that. Okay, so I'm asking for Florence specifically for you, Jasmine. I did get oh dear again, and I got that hand pat again. Now, I'm trying to ask for new information. She gave me a picture of glasses, like eyeglasses, and like, you know when someone has like a chain or a string that hangs from it so that if you took it off, it would like hang around your neck? Okay, she showed me that. I don't know what that's called, but she showed me that. And she also showed, I think this word is right, cribbage. You know, like I think it's I don't know if it's a card game or you know what that is, right? That wood thing and you move the pegs around. Okay, she showed me that. And I got a picture of my grandmother, and my grandmother always sat in this one-seater chair that was kind of yellow and floral, and she was kind of in the corner of the living room there, and right across from her was like one of these big boxy old TVs, like one of those heavy, crazy ones, okay? Yes, okay. And the other piece of information I got from her, she showed me like a music box or like a jewelry box where you lift the lid up. Like, you remember those old ballerina ones and you would lift it up in the, like, so I don't know if you had a ballerina one, but she's showing me you lift the lid up, and that's either the jewelry box or the music box. And then the other piece of information, I know this is a lot of little random things, but then she also gave me wedding ring, and she made me feel that either her wedding ring is gone, or you want it and you didn't get it, or someone has lost the wedding ring. Do you understand any of that?
Possibly.
Okay, what parts do you understand?
Maybe the chair, like she was always in the same chair.
And like a one-seater chair, right? Like to me, this
Yeah,
is
and my
a
grandpa
pushy
did.
chair, not
My
a
grandpa
box.
got rid of all her stuff kind of without asking any of us.
See?
My grandfather had gotten rid of her stuff, like so her
Ooh.
jewelry, like I don't know, I wasn't offered anything.
Yeah. Do you understand? Yeah, because anyhow, I don't have to say that again. I already said it. She makes me
Okay.
feel that this would have been something that you would have liked to have, and it's like, well, where is it? Where did it go? Type of thing. Do you understand the music box? Did she do have her jewelry box or something? Well, you may not. I know what you just said, that Grandpa got rid of a lot of the stuff. Did she give you, is there a jewelry box or music box between you, or did you get one as a gift from her?
Not that I can, possibly now that you just said it. But I did always get jewelry from her.
Did
But
she
I'd have to go back. Like my jewelry box I still use is really old, and I don't know. I'd have to think back of where it came from.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Is she a popcorn eater, or are you a popcorn eater? But she made me feel that there's popcorn. That someone likes popcorn here. And I'm one of my kitties literally just pawing at me now. So I don't know if there's a cat connection with her as well. I know there's a cat connection to you,
Yeah.
but I'm literally have a cat pawing at me right now, trying to get my attention. And usually when animals show up in the reading, there's some animal connection there of the same species. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you have any questions for her, or things that, hang on, who's with you? Is there anyone with you? Florence. Is there two females up there with her? She brought me the arms out, like she has people with me, and they're females, and I feel that one of them is her sister. Who's the other one? Is there two, would she have two sisters? Because I
Possibly,
heard three
yeah.
of a kind.
Yeah, could be.
So there's two other females up there that she claims are either sisters or super close like that, okay? They're all the
Okay.
together. And there's something connected with them because she said three of a kind, okay?
Okay.
It's like they're teasing each other up there. You know, it's, I don't know if they, like, but it's not teasing, like nasty. It's like, you know, when you bicker and, oh, you shut up, you old pity, like that kind of stuff. That's what they're doing to each other, and it's jokey. Okay. What else can you give me? What have you seen Jasmine do lately? I'm seeing a picture, a frame, excuse me. I'm seeing a framed picture on a wall, and I'm assuming that this is, there's your girl. I'm seeing a framed picture on the wall, and I'm seeing like a cross, like a Jesus cross, like above the picture. But you know those crosses, I don't know if they're like made of palms. You know when like people fold the palms, and I'm not a religious person, so they're very religious.
She was very religious.
Okay. She's showing,
like I can remember, like you're talking about the palm leaves, right? That when
yes,
they're like,
when
yeah,
they get,
I can remember those like being at her house, but I don't have them. Like I'm not religious.
okay. But that was a very it's not just a regular cross, it was a palm cross. I think that's what they're called, I don't know. That's what she showed me, okay? Do you have a framed picture of her on your wall or something like that?
No.
Okay. Is there anything else you can tell me? I just feel like she laughed and I don't see any teeth. You know when someone laughs and it's like all gums? I just feel like I see that, okay?
Okay.
Is there a T name in connection with her as well? I know that you already told me her name is Florence. Is one of her sisters a T name or something like that? Or is there someone that you have that's your husband or your child that's a T name?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna stop because it's really
It's hard,
difficult. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did my very best trying to pull.
That's okay.
I think we got some of it, but you were saying that she's the one that had a hard time communicating?
Yeah, she couldn't talk like for years. She lost like all, she couldn't communicate.
That very well might be part of the problem for me because I've tried to ask her, show me a picture, write it down for me, show me. So I'm sorry, I did my very best, my friend.
That's okay, thanks.
Is there anything else is there a message, Florence? Is there a message? Is there a message for Jasmine? She gives me an image of coming up and hugging you, and she's putting her hands on your back and like rubbing your back, but she's making me feel that she's consoling you, not because of her or nothing like that, but she's making me feel that you're either going through a really difficult time or that this is a really stressful time for you. But just the way that she rubs your back makes me almost just get this feeling like you feel like someone stabbed you in the back, or you feel very hurt about something. And I feel like she's just trying to calm you and kind of give you like support on that. Does that, I don't know if you need that message, but that's what I'm getting. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Clear this out, please. All right. Sandy, thank you for waiting. Okay. Is there anybody here for Sandy? Oh, Sandy, let me know. Is there someone that you want to hear from? Mama Particular, can you just take yourself off mute for 1 sec? Thanks.
Whoever comes up, it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Is there someone here who wants to communicate with Sandy? Loved one in her best good. How? Here? Okay, I have a mail. I have a mail. I don't know if this person either passed in like a car accident or if okay, there's a motor. I have a motorcycle. This person came forward and I heard the sound of a motorcycle, which makes me feel that they themselves liked motorcycles or had a motorcycle connection. I also feel, I don't know if this is in connection with an actual accident that this person passed in, but they're also making me feel that there was something sudden and accidental, or like I'm here one day, I'm gone the next day. I got the words like, hey buddy, which made me feel that this is like a friend, but there's some kind of connection to the head here in terms of how this person passed. I don't know if they had an impact on their head, and I feel that like their consciousness either was like fuzzy or they weren't like, they're like half in and half out, and then it's just like, and then like they're gone. Do you understand any, do you have a friend, a male friend who would have passed, possibly motorcycle connection or motorcycle accident or a car accident?
No, not anything involving any motor vehicle.
Do you have a male, and I got a P name, a P connection. Do you have someone who, like, a male friend who passed, like, and we weren't expecting them to pass and something connected to the head?
No.
What else can you tell me? Who's here for Sandy? All right. This person's bringing me up and above. I don't know if I have the same person, but let me just go. And when I say up and above, what I mean is older than you, or like a figure of authority, whether it's an uncle that's older, you know, there's lots of like older authority. Okay. Okay, I see that. This person's bringing vehicles to me. Okay. I feel like this person's like, come on, come with me. I feel like you're a smaller person. I don't know if this is like uncle or something, again, someone older, but like, I don't know if this person took you for rides in the back of their pickup truck, or you would play in the back of someone's pickup truck and you would just go with them. But it's kind of like, hey, come on, we're going to go for a fun joyride type of thing. No, nothing like that. Okay.
No.
Can you give me a name of someone that you might like to connect with? I know that you said there wasn't someone, but I'm not getting a lot that's super clear here for you. Is there any P name in connection with you of someone who's passed?
The only person I can think of, but that's a last name, it's not a first name.
That's fine.
But they're not, like, they have no, like, no motorcycles or anything along those lines. And
Okay.
the
Do you know how that person passed?
person that I'm thinking of with a P last name, he passed from a abdominal aneurysm.
Yeah, see, that's not anything, because everything to me is going with head and consciousness right now.
Yeah.
Okay. What else can I have for Sandy, please? More clear, please. Who can come to me that can clearly communicate? Messages for Sandy, please. Okay. I still have a male. I hear, hey, darling. Okay. But okay, how did you pass? I need clear communication, please. Sandy Horvath. I have someone who's, it's still a male that's coming forward, and I have, like, you know when someone smokes and their teeth go yellow and they kind of get yucky teeth because of that? I've got that piece, and I also have the smoking piece that comes with that. I don't know if there's an older male around you that like to drink or self-medicating in that way, but what I got was, oh, it doesn't matter. And what I feel like this is this person talking after the fact. So let's just say this person drank and I don't know, they did whatever in the night, and then the next day someone would be like mad at them because they did something, and they're just like, they blow it off, just like, oh, that's fine. Oh, who cares? Oh, okay, and like really just kind of does that and it tries to mitigate damages that were done. And I think this person possibly didn't even always remember all of the things that they had been doing. Do you know someone like this in your life? Like, this feels like a male that's older than you. So I don't know if this is uncle or if this is like, do you understand that?
Yeah, there's a few of them. They're all probably related.
Okay. Can I have a name? Who's showing me this right now? Okay, I know your last name starts with an H, but I got an H. Does one of them have an H name in them besides the last name?
No.
Okay, so let me see if I get, because I know that is relevant, but let me see if I get something else. Excuse me. Who's speaking to me now? Identify in a clear way who you are. This person makes me feel like they don't have hair on the top of their head, okay? But they had hair around the back. You know when like a guy loses their hair, but then they got like that ring of hair around the back, but like nothing on top? Does that match one of these people or to help distinguish? And they make me feel that they always wore a hat too to kind of cover this up. And the type of hat I'm looking at, I always call it a grandfather hat because it's the hat that my grandfather wore. You know those hats where it's like, it's not like a baseball hat, but it's got a brim and it's like, you know, the snap, like you could snap the snap up. I don't know what do you know that? Does this person wear one of those hats?
Yeah.
With the bald head?
Yeah.
Okay. What was this person's name?
Andre.
Okay. And he also liked to self-medicate and went a little too far at times and all that? Okay. What else can you check? Was there any motorcycle or car connection to him or anything like that?
I don't even think he owned a motor vehicle.
Okay, do you know how he passed? I'm just curious at this point because I'm not getting lots.
If I'm not mistaken, it was related to alcoholism.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, I need to feel that. Thank you. What else do you want to tell me, Andre? Andre, yeah. Was there something? Okay, this is kind of, did he have a problem with one of his hands or like something with some of his fingers or something like that? I don't know if he's like he cut the end of his finger and had like one short finger or something, but he's making me feel that there was something wrong with one of his hands and that this was as a result of, it wasn't a birth defect, it was something happened and now there's one little thing that's wrong with my hand.
That I can't confirm.
Okay. Did this person either lose their spouse or lose like not pass away, but like their spouse either left them because of their behavior or something like this? Because I'm seeing like a loss of a relationship because of like either behavior or something, and this person feeling shameful that I don't talk to this person now anymore, or that I've burned bridges with this person, and I feel like it's a female that they broke ties with, or that broke ties with him because of this. Would you know anything about that?
He's embarrassed of that situation?
Yeah, that's what that feels like to me.
Okay.
Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Because it makes me feel that his wife left him because of this, or his girlfriend left him or something like this.
It wasn't his wife it was actually his daughter.
Okay. All right. All right. What do you want to say to Sandy? He's showing me, I don't know what you call them, but you know when you those ride-on horse toys that we had when we were kids, and it sat in a metal frame and you actually sat on it and there was like a spring in each corner and then you'd kind of do the bouncy-roo on it? He shows me that and like you sitting on it and doing that. Did you have one of those or it's just, I don't know if this is a memory that he's showing me, but he feels like, and when I look at you from his perspective, you probably look like 5, give or take. Okay, so this is like an older memory of his, but I feel like that's what he's looking at. And like he's looking at you with fond eyes of you playing as a little one, but on one of those bouncy horse things.
The only thing that could come close to that are the ones that used to be out in like the parks that were on the big springs.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't even remember
he's
ever being any on any of those around him or anything like that.
He doesn't make me feel that you guys were like, because even when he's showing me this picture of watching you, it's from a distance, okay? So it's kind of like I don't think that he was a very close person in your life. It's not like you jump up on his lap and hang out with Uncle Andre. Okay. So there's distance there, but he's showing me admiration from like a distance. And oh yeah, I love my niece or my nephew or whatever it is, but they just play over there and I do my thing over here. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to say? Oh, okay. Little off the cuff, but he's kind of like, hey, buck up, right? Like, I feel like he's telling me that you feel down in the dumps, okay? And the way that he kind of says it is, hey, buck up, things aren't quite so bad. But the way he said it is, take it from a guy like me. So it's kind of like, he makes me feel that he's not bringing shade to you or him or nothing, but it's kind of like he's making me feel like he had a rough go in life and maybe a little rougher than you from his perspective. So he's trying to kind of say, hey, things could always be worse. You're not as bad as you think. It's not as bad as you think it is. Take it from me. It could be a lot worse. You're really in a good place. And I feel like he's like doing this, like buck up, chin up, like that. Okay.
Okay.
But he's very like lighthearted about it. He's not feeling heavy or nothing like, and he's kind of jokey with you about it. Kind of like, lighten up. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. Is there something specific you want to tell me about that she should buck up on? I get the words, where are my friends? And he's making me feel that you either feel isolated or that you don't have a lot of people you can rely on, or that family that you've reached out is not reaching back to you or something. It makes me feel that you feel like you're alone and that you don't have anybody on your side right now. Okay. And he's trying to say you don't need to feel that. And he also gave me those words, darkest before the dawn, which makes me feel like he's sitting with you. But he's also giving me the feeling that things are going to pick up when he says it's darkest before the dawn. Okay.
Right.
You have any questions for him?
Nope.
Anything else I need to know here? He showed me a coat of arms or like a crest. You know, like some people have like, here's my family coat of arms. Okay. He showed me that and then he kind of put it like here, which is making me feel like I'm loyal to my family name or that there's something important about the heritage or the crest of the family. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Cool. And he just kind of like at the last little bit just kind of snuck in a smile for me. Like this is some kind of joke or something. Okay. All right. Okay, my friends. Are there any other messages for any loved ones I need to know right now that are important and need to come through in unconditional love? I hear we're done. So let me just take you, if you guys want to take yourselves off mute, you can. Let me come back here. Woo. Okay, so I do feel that we're done in terms of channeling. I know that some of the messages came through were a little bit longer or more intense than others, so I hope you all understand that I'm doing my best to communicate and translate based on what the information is that's given to me. Now, I hope everyone had a good time, and I know that sometimes it's a wait to get a reading, but I hope you all benefited as well from each other's sessions because you see the connections being made across the pipe here with all sorts of individuals. So I want to thank you very much for not only coming, but for holding space and patience for each other as messages come through 111, and it's definitely emotional stuff at times that comes through. So thank you so much. I am, like I said, going to prepare the file and put it on YouTube if you guys want to watch it again. So if I don't have your email or if I don't have a way to contact you electronically, just shoot me something and that way I make sure I can get it to you. Does anyone have any questions either about mediumship or about channeling? Because sometimes people have questions after the fact about the process. So if you're interested, I'm happy to answer any questions. But I wanted to say thank you to all of you for coming here today and holding space for me and together.
Thank you very much, Kelly.
Very welcome. Thank you for coming.
I have one question.
Yeah,
Go
sure.
ahead.
Did you have a question, Janelle?
Yeah, I did. About my father-in-law. I loved him very much. He's an angel that was on earth, such a giving, generous man. He's, you know, how did you feel when because I know he doesn't love you and to Janelle. And he visited me in my dream and he said that he was happy. So it was good. And that was years ago, but how did you, and we weren't close, but I just held a lot of regret because after I born Janelle, I was very possessive over my daughter. I didn't even let my parents babysit her. So I was always avoiding him, avoiding everybody, even though, and I just felt a lot of guilt. I remember going on my knees and saying, I'm so sorry I'm like this. He goes, get up, it's okay. So I held a lot of regret, but I had him babysit Janelle when the nurse came because the nurse was there too. So I dropped Janelle and I went to work when I got my part-time job. Janelle's 3. So that kind of redeemed me, but I still felt like guilt. And I know he deserves it, but how did he feel? Like when you were thinking, how did he feel?
Martland, bring me back there. Feels so calm. Okay. Now, when his energy came through, because I have my hand on all the writing that I did with him and calling his name, okay? Now, when he came through, it's not like I felt very emotional. So so if he came through and he was sad or heavy or had bad feelings or regrets, I would feel that. I felt very solid. I felt very calm, and I felt unshakable, kind of like I didn't pick up on any energies whatsoever of being unhappy or any judgment. Like I felt that this was like a pillar of strength type energy from him. And I felt like he was unshakable. I feel that he's in a very good place. And if you have any concerns of guilt or shame or anything like that about what has happened from you, please understand that this is now just your guilt and shame because he doesn't look at that in any way, shape, or form, okay? So please release that because that isn't a component here in your relationship.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
I hope you all have a fantastic night. Thank you again for joining me.
Thank you.
And I love your support. Thank you so much, friends.
Thanks, Kelly.
Good night, everyone.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you, friends.
Okay, how does this work?
So on your thing, now I can close, I can close the group out. Oh, hang on. Here we go. There you go. You did it. Cool. I'm so sorry I couldn't get a better connection for you, Sandy. I tried like the dickens, but we got it near the end.
Honestly, I'm not even sure why he of all people came through because I was not anywhere like close in relation to him in any way.
Yeah.
Like he was in Europe. I only saw him so many times a year or so many times a lifetime, I guess you could say.
Yeah. And it's funny because I did mediumship for a lady just the other day, and her, like, I forget who the relative was, came through, and she hadn't talked to her in like 15 years.
Yeah.
And then her husband came through. And it's very often that someone who's like way back where, just like, it's almost kind of like, now I finally have an opportunity to say something. So now here's my time to shine. And there isn't like rhyme or reason. And they just kind of show up to say, hey, what's going on? Look at me, I can talk. Like, yeah, so.
It was a character. I mean, it's kind of funny. The hat is what made me clinch it. Because all my uncles did have hair. So it wasn't any of my dad's brothers. But he was just a character. He was married to my dad's sister, so just kind of funny that of all people he comes through.
Yeah, and it's interesting that way. Like I said at the beginning, you always think, oh, my dad's gonna come through or my husband's gonna come through, and it's not. So many times it's like Aunt Beth from the mom's cousin side, and
that's why I wasn't like I didn't want to restrict it either. I was just curious to see who would possibly pop up because I have so many dead people on the other side, right? Like everyone's like crossed over at this point except for my mom. It's like okay, who could it possibly be? Like I have to go through the roster and
Right. Okay, so now we figured out it's a male. So now out of these 50 people,
yeah, we're cutting it down to maybe 30.
oh my God, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that the details at the end that he gave me, because I was like, how will I know it's you? And then no hair here and that. I don't even know what that type of hat is called. I always call it a grandpa hat because it's the kind that my grandpa used to always wear.
Yeah.
And you would never ever buy him another hat. When that hat got ratty, you'd have to buy him the exact same kind of hat.
Yes.
Right? So that's all the information I was brought through. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
awesome. I'm glad we got a little bit through for you, my friend.
No worries. I was actually like, in a way, it's probably my fault. I should have warned you. I was like, leave me till the end, if anything, because like I've done mediumships before, so I get it. And I know there's a lot of people that kind of stress over these kind of sessions because they don't know, like one of the girls was like telling you, like, tell my father this, tell my father that. And I'm like, but he hears you. He knows you're saying all this stuff anyway, but she just
Right
didn't want
here.
to get it.
I know. And when people do a couple sessions, they get it. And then, you know, and even sometimes when they watch, but then also some people get so wrapped up because they can feel the connection that they just want to keep going and they just want to keep seeing it and they get in that emotional place. So they just start gushing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell she needs a one-on-one because she sounded like she had a lot to say to both of her parents. Like she really wanted
you could
Mom
tell
and
there's a
Dad.
lot going on behind the scenes there. And I try to kind of contain that as best as I can. So because especially when our loved ones want to talk a lot, if our loved ones here keep talking, they'll just keep talking too.
Right.
So, and if I have a talker, just like, you know, one of the first ladies, Linda, I think I think it was mom was a talker and just, whoa, just bowls me over. And it's one of those cases where if I let it go, she'd probably talk for an hour and a half, just keep feeding me information.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, now that they got a taste, hopefully they'll sign up for a full session with you.
yeah. And it's always the case where if someone feels guided to, they always do anyways, right? So it's all good. Awesome.
Exactly.
Well, you
Well,
have a good night, my friend. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you came.
I'm happy I did too. Have
Awesome.
a great weekend.
Me too. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye,
sweetie.
Sandy.
Bye.